Let's come to the most important issue for the voters of Tamil Nadu. So when this question was asked that what matters most, it's interesting that women's safety came up at the top with number one. 15% of the respondents saying women's safety was their number one issue. Rising prices came in at number two at 10%. Alcohol and drug abuse came in at 10%. And unemployment came in at 8%. So the big factor there, women's safety, rising prices, alcohol and drug abuse at 10, unemployment at 8. Corruption doesn't feature amongst the first four issues. Not as if it's not an issue, but what the BJP hits out or the aiadmk tries to hit out isn't seen as that being that high. What do you make, Narayan Lakshman, the fact that women's safety has come in as the number one issue for the voters of Tamil Nadu in this poll that C Voter has done?
Rahul, I think that's a very real concern. I think we've had several high-profile incidents where, there have been assaults and rapes, and it has really struck a chord. I do think that in terms of local governance, I don't know whether it's the state government should set the tone and tenor, but a lot of this boils down to very local issues. As we know from global statistics, rape and assault and threats to women's safety usually come from a known person in a majority of cases. Obviously, here there have been many cases where it's been a stranger, and to that extent, it reflects law and governance. Law and order issues at a very local level, or it's not like a statewide alarm has been raised. So I think what you're seeing is the accumulation of many such small incidents, and certainly I think if the DMK wants to do better on one parameter, it needs to pull up its socks.
The fact that women's security, Sarvanan, comes up so high up in this poll, it's not, price rise, unemployment are cookie clutter generic issues, they'll feature in any poll, but women's safety is like a really strong message to stall into your government.
Yes. Yeah, Rahul, I think it's a good thing that people put in women's safety as the top priority because the DMK government gives so much of importance, especially to the women.
No, that's not why they put it there. They put it there because you're not doing a good enough job. They put it there because you're not doing a good job on women's safety, which is why it's the number one issue. That's the way to interpret the data.
No, let me come. Allow me to speak. See, if you look at the data of the last 10 years, crimes that have taken place during the ADMK regime, and compare that with what is happening in the last 3 years, there is no increase. In fact, there is a decrease. And in the recent Times of India survey, where almost 6 cities from the state of Tamil Nadu feature in the safest cities in India for women. That is how we maintain the women's issue.
Okay, Vinod Selvan wants to come in and respond to the issues that matter to the voters of Tamil Nadu and women's security. Sarvanan interpreting the data to show that they're doing an amazing job, which is why it's coming up on top, not because they're doing a bad job. Let Vinod Selvam respond.
Rahul, I remember Saravanan asking you who's your English teacher. I would like to ask him the same question. Who is this English teacher? Because it is very basic and it's very understandable that the people are very concerned.
When you come to a show about data and polling, you should ask where did you study statistics and economics and polling. That's far more relevant than where did you study English. But please go on.
Who is your max teacher?
It is very concerning what is happening to the women of the state. The number of cases of molestation, harassment have been going up by the day. And somewhere, if you see, all these people are related to anyone who is a part of the DMK. So, being in the DMK or using the DMK flag in the car gives them the signal, gives them the license to do whatever atrocities against women and go scot-free. Also, the issue of alcohol and drug abuse has been going up extremely high. And also, with regard to the survey, I was a little concerned when you were talking about Vijay getting 18%. But after you said that the DMK satisfaction is at 15%, I'm very much convinced that the survey has not been done the right manner. Because if 15% can be convinced about the DMK's good governance, it's a big joke in the state. Because everywhere you go, you find disgruntled people completely unhappy with the way this governance. There is no governance literally. It is just about how they project one family and the next prince in line, to be made the chief minister very soon, Uday Stalin. I remember Saravanan also asking about, has any sports minister ever performed like this before? Has any sports minister ever been given so much importance before? have all the ministers rallied behind any one minister before like this? You see all the seniors stand up in line, most of them falling on his feet, taking blessings. That's the kind of importance that is being given this one family. It's like a monarchy what is happening in Tamil Nadu. So I don't think any of these surveys really matter. 2026 is going to be the year of the NDA, and the NDA is for sure to form the government in Tamil Nadu, notwithstanding what DMK or any LKG party like the TVK is going to come to the fray.
Well, you're being dismissive of the TVK. If their leader comes in at 18%, double that of your state president, you shouldn't be dismissive. That is absolutely correct.